I feel like drinking a Corona and getting some tattoos.
Why?
Because we're watching Inky in the Brain versus The Family.
Got it.
What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And it's time for another Schmoedown reaction. As I've said, this is Inky in the Brain versus The Family. So that's Rachel Silverstrini and Devon Stewart versus Andrew Ghai, Andrew McWeeny.
Yeah.
This will be interesting because we're coming off of Houston now, and Andrew Ghai got his butt whipped in Houston. Bad.
Yeah. But
literally, physically, trivia-wise, all the way around.
yeah, which was weird for a movie trivia game. So
Sometimes it'd be more than it'd be, and it was more than it'd be.
Mm-hmm. So the big question is, who do you got in this?
I like Inky in the Brain. I think both Rachel and Devon are fantastic human beings, people in general. Very nice. Rachel is just super nice. I'm gonna always say that Rachel's nice. But McWeeny is a monster.
Yeah. He's a powerhouse of trivia knowledge.
He's a former champion, team champion.
Yeah.
He could easily be a champion at any given point, provided he has the right path to get there.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a handicap match. He almost doesn't even need Andrew Ghai.
Yeah.
Which, who knows after Houston where his head is at. So he might be playing without Andrew Ghai.
I mean, I agree. McWeeny needs to be a team champion again, and I don't know if Mr. Broke Chairback Mountain is going to get him there. So
You've been quiet this entire time thinking that one up, haven't you?
Not really. That just came to me. Actually, what I was going to say is I kind of agree with some of the sentiments you just said. I kind of agree with some of the sentiments you just said. Agree with some of the sentiments is while we were in Houston, we did get a chance to meet Rachel Silverstrini and Andrew Ghai, both of whom came to our fan meetup. Both of whom are fantastic people in real life. I hate having to root for one or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Drew McWeeny and Andrew Ghai have the stronger team in this competition.
Here's the thing. I'm rooting for Rachel and Devon.
Yeah, because Rachel was really nice and super cool.
Well, I mean, being honest, Andrew Ghai is also super nice and really cool.
Yeah.
Now, back into Schmoedown, Andrew Ghai is a jerk.
Yeah, and Rachel Silverstrini is still super cool.
Yeah. So I'm rooting for Inky in the Brain, but at the same time, I think it's going to be The Family on this one.
Yeah.
Again, McWeeny is a monster.
Yeah. So let's get into this match. Yeah, monster.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Drew, my man. No tap dance. How is he?
He's great. He is great. He's ready. He's got a fire in his belly like I've never seen.
All right, no. Just, is he ready mentally? Is he ready physically to actually play the game today?
You know what? He might have had a misstep, but he's got the fire he needs to win. Didn't I?
Let's destroy these rubes. All right, that's good for me.
Just destroy these rubes.
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff, it's Mark Ellis, and it is the team's division, and we have some kind of battle going on here today. It is The Family versus Inky in the Brain. Now, Mark, the way this all came down is that Inky in the Brain, they had a match against the movie guys. It was a big battle to the end, and the movie guys looked like they were going to be this new rookie sensation. They were going to win their first match, but Inky and the Braid said, Won the match, but it was the surprising thing that happened in the post interview to where Devon Stewart, who was he was confident and ready, he challenged the family of Drew Ghai and Drew McWeeny and said, let's do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Drews involved in today's match, Christian. Nice to be calling it with you, a real Wyoming cowboy.
That's right.
And when you look at Inky and the Brain, it reminds me of Pinky and the Brain because they want to take over the world. They always have a scheme and maybe getting ahead of themselves by challenging a team composed of players as good as what we see with the two Drews in the family.
Well, that's what you would think, right? But the other side of that is, what if they win? If they win today,
called themselves
then they
Two
can
Live
put
Drew.
themselves into maybe in the top 5. They're in the top 10 right now.
Automatically in the conversation for a belt if they get the W here today.
They go to 2-1
Be here all
against
week.
Drew McWeeny and Drew Ghai. They are in the conversation. So
That means I won't.
Stewart's not as crazy as we think, or maybe he is, but it's a good kind of crazy.
kind of
He's
live
very, very dangerously insane.
So that is why.
Yeah, but I live
these
over
teams
there
are
and you
playing.
live
And then
over
after the events of Houston, how's the family feeling right
I
now?
have a door.
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
We don't know. So is that going to pay some kind of effect
Boom!
on them also? So this is a very interesting match. It's not the match we thought we were going to get before Houston. There's a lot of things involved right now. So Inky and the Brain, the family, and we heard from both of them. Here we go.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Andrew Ghai with some self-restraint there.
Maybe Houston didn't go as well as we would have liked.
This seems vaguely familiar.
I'm okay watching it over and over again.
Inky and the Brain? I don't even know who these people are.
Hi guys, Inky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Inky the Brain, this big victor. Devon, he wants to challenge Andrew Ghai.
I did yoga before I came today, and I'm ready for anybody. Bring it on, Andrew Ghai and Drew McWeeny. We going against the family, La Familia, El Chupacabra, whatever you want to call them. We going against them right now, and we gonna take them out.
So we beat the movie
like
guys
that's not right.
in a really fun match, really good match. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Big Drawers over here wants to go and challenge the family.
First of all, my draws is a medium.
What, they played 2 matches? I got one of the greatest of all time right here. A stone cold killer. And me, the greatest of all time. Andrew Ghai against who?
Rachel, have some confidence. Let's do it. Give him a girl face. Yeah, that was hot. Yeah, do that one more time. Girl, you stop it. It's crazy.
You know what I'm gonna do to these 2 idiots? I'm gonna step over and keep moving on because they don't even belong in the ring with me. They don't even deserve to look at this man. Godfather, what you got?
It's over. I want to say this calmly.
For some reason, I got the feeling that Drew McWeeny
It's nice
still
as I can
really
possibly
isn't
say it.
fully invested in this whole family idea.
He just wants to win.
Yeah.
They do still feel like an unlikely pair to me, though. I feel like they're more of an odd couple than Andrejko and Snyder
Than
are.
the odd couple.
Yeah.
You can see Drew Ghai, yeah, he's still got that thing, but his swagger's a little off there, Mark.
No, it's a little off. There's a little bit of a, somebody who's been to the lows recently kind of look. So it's not the normal cocky. He's not breaking anything in the studio. That's nice to hear. And Drew
Been to the
McWeeny,
lows?
the usual confidence you would get from
Home
somebody
Depot?
like that. But
Yeah.
seeing them together, we always talk about this with team matches.
they a
Is
sponsor?
how's the chemistry going to be? I see a lot of chemistry right now between Devon and Rachel.
Hey, remember
Interesting to
Builder's
see
Square?
How it's going to play out under the light
Wow.
stage.
Well, we're going to find out the
I just dated myself.
Inky and the Brain,
Builder's Square.
Denzel Washington movies, rom-coms, Disney movies, and challenging whoever's in front of them, even if they shouldn't play them. And then you have the family. You've got the family, Drew Ghai, Drew McWeeny. You actually, the funny thing is here, rom-coms, big strength there too.
Is
80s
that
movies,
real?
that's true. 80s movies,
Throwing or
70s
being
movies,
thrown
and
through a
either
table.
throwing someone through a table or being thrown through a table. Big strength.
Big strength for them. The family that throws tables together stays together.
Why not? Are you ready to get going, my
I
friend?
thought I was until I said that.
That's okay. We're all allowed a couple of them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie
Or in our case,
Trivia
quite a few.
Schmoedown.
Speak for yourself.
Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. Give it up for Rachel and Devon, Inky and the Brain.
All right.
I wonder if this video gets demonetized because they used the theme song to Pinky and the Brain.
It's a different version.
Oh, it's not the same.
Yeah, they didn't use an electric guitar in the original cartoon.
Would have been awesome.
But today, him and Rachel have become very beloved
I guess.
as we get into this team's match. This is the number 12 ranked team. And their opponents, led to the ring by their manager, the captain, Robert Meyer Burnett, with a record of 1 win, no defeat. They're the ranked number 17, Dastardly Drew Ghai, the Godfather Drew McWeeny.
This music was definitely picked out by McWeeny.
Family.
It was also picked out by the content ID in our Houston video. Out of all the music used in our video, this was the one that got picked out.
I don't remember hearing this song in Houston.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you think hard about that.
Was it not?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
They have been kind of together. I mean, this is a strange trio. There's no doubt about it.
Kind of giving him some sort of Lombardi pep
That's
talk
awesome.
there.
But is that something though? Drew Ghai, who usually is moving fast, and he's not moving.
He's
as
usually
good as he used
dancing.
to. He's not dancing today.
Second only to Makuga in dancing.
Well, he took a chair to the back. I mean,
I thought I knew who Booker was. Apparently, he doesn't recognize greatness.
Well, like he said, that could be maybe the thing that you weren't completely honest with Booker. That's the way some people could look at
But
it.
some people would say, was Andrew honest? Will Devon have a British accent? A lot to uncover here in the match today.
Honesty is subjective.
Well, the teams have sat down. They are here. They are ready.
What's
to
happening
go.
right now?
And Mark, give us the rules for round number 1.
You take a nap, I'll handle this. In
Please.
round number 1, this is the team format, but it is an
This was,
individual
definitely
exercise
filmed
because a
before
question
Houston.
will be asked to the field. 8 of them in
Yeah, 'cause they
total.
didn't stick
You
with
must
the throwing
rely
through a
on
table
your
thing.
knowledge alone. You
That,
may not
the
help
background,
you. As soon as you hear
the
question,
stuff behind
please write
the
down your
posters
best effort
behind
and
them.
answer on the whiteboard in front of you. You have about 15 seconds to do
They're
so. Once we address
talking
you
about
by
Houston
name
in
to give us your answer,
generalities.
please show what you wrote on the whiteboard to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. Each question is worth 1 point. That point will be part of your
Promo was
team's
probably shot
total. There's no
afterwards,
penalty
though.
for missing a question. There's no stealing in round number 1. I'll remind each team of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. Now, sure, you heard a question right. You need to buy yourself some time. Use the JTE rule, and you also each have 1 challenge as a team to be used at any time during the 3 rounds. KGH, back to you.
All right. That being said, we're going to ask the family first.
Christian George Harloff, yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
And Inky in the Brain.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right.
Do you actually like KGH, though?
Question number 1 comes in the realm of action-adventure. Action-adventure. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who are the angels from 2000's Charlie's Angels. You like
Saw it
these
in the
movies?
theater in college.
You loved it, didn't you?
Not really.
No.
No.
The first one better than the second one, at least.
No.
What? 5.
Well,
4. Tell me later.
if I
3.
saw it.
Second one.
I mean, I can name all 3, but I don't have enough time to write it.
Oh, that's early.
Name 2 of the 3
Just kidding.
actresses who are the angels from 2000's Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I think I did that too.
Now I have time to write all 3 of them.
Oh, third. Thanks for counting.
Again, I need to readjust where I start writing on these, though.
Hey, what's wrong with
Again.
this?
And
You're wearing
5,
sweatpants, my friend.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and start with Drew
And
McLean.
legs.
Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and of course I have to put Drew Barrymore.
That is
He
correct.
got all 3. Still
Rachel?
1 point.
Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz.
Yes, Andrew Ghai.
Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and then you got Bill Murray down there at the bottom, just a little love.
Devon Stewart.
You should probably take that away because he put a man on there, but Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu.
You got it.
There
Okay.
it is.
And we also put all 3.
Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore.
What he said.
It worked. Okay. next
Your next category comes from the world of crime movies. Crime.
It's a lot of racing real quick.
2011 Nicholas Winding Refn film starred Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stuntman.
2011.
Nicholas, I call the guy Ambien. I fall asleep frequently to his pictures.
Ooh,
Was-
Chris Tucker's gonna be mad at you.
Was that 2011?
The guy
Has it
makes
been
good
that
movies,
long
though.
now?
If we're thinking the same movie, yeah, I think the
Wow.
same
Today
thing.
it'll be windy. 3,
I was thinking
2,
at least 2013.
1. Pens down, please, and Rachel.
Drive.
Yes, Andrew Ghai.
Wow.
Devon.
Drive.
And Drew McQueen.
That would be Drive.
And we are tied up. 4-4.
Drive.
Did enjoy
Drive.
that movie, Nicholas.
Yeah, I agree. 2011,
Next question
jeez.
comes in the realm of dramas. dramas. Which actress plays an ambitious young woman named Natalie
Yes.
2009's Up in the Air?
See, now you're
Up in
talking.
the air. Yeah.
Now you're
Because
talking.
I said up.
I mean, that's a good movie too, but I like Up in the Air.
That was actually a really good movie too. I haven't
Up
seen
the
that
Air,
in a while.
Up. God, it's a
5,
rip your heart out.
4,
Made her last name bigger than her first name.
2,
Hurry up.
Yeah.
1.
nervous, Drew?
Pens down. Pens down, please. And we
Kendrick,
start
thank
with
you.
Andrew Ghai. What was it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Anna Kendrick,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes,
No, I'm
Devon.
not nervous, Rachel.
Devon.
Don't talk to me.
I put Naomi Watts.
That's incorrect. Drew McQueenie.
That would be Anna Kendrick.
And Rachel.
Anna Kendrick.
Okay, so that's still
Anna
family
Kendrick.
6,
Anna
equal
Kendrick.
brain 5.
They have been cut.
Why are you wasting my time, Christian?
Well, you better not talk too much. We saw what happened a couple weeks ago. Let's go to now number 4.
Yeah, that's going to be animated. These are movies drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question: the 2015 film Home features which famous singer voicing the main human character, Tip?
Fun
Which
fact about this
famous
movie.
singer
This is
voicing
the
the
only
main human
movie that my
character,
daughter
Tip?
ever wanted to walk out.
Your daughter in the studio audience here. We can ask her.
She didn't want
exclusive interview.
She didn't like the movie.
Your daughter's hot takes on Home.
I have a feeling I might be getting this one wrong.
3,
I'm 50% confident.
1. Pens down. Devon.
Rihanna.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope.
Drew McQueen.
I do not have it.
I said Sierra.
And Drew. Didn't have it. It's only Devon. Ties
Adele?
I put Selena Gomez.
Game with that only pull. That's a big pull. That's a big takes away all the
one. Got the black one.
The Brain is able to hang around this match.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win over the crowd even more, and it's going to make the family.
Well, at least we're tied with everybody right now.
Yeah, I know. That's actually pretty
Sci-fi,
good.
Fantasy sci-fi. Which fantasy franchise features
Yep.
the characters Mr. Tumnus, Fenris Ulf, and Trumpkin the Dwarf?
That is the perfect name. You know, Fenris Ulf, one of the all-time great like nerd calls.
I'm kind of confused by
Another
this.
one that I won't mention because it might give it
I'm
away.
not doing the full thing.
Oh, I remember
5,
The franchise.
3,
Is it just the
2,
Franchise.
1. Pens down. Drew McQueenie.
That would be the Chronicles of Narnia.
That would be correct.
Okay.
Rachel?
Narnia.
Yes.
Narnia.
Yes.
I guess Chronicles of Narnia.
So I wrote Chronicles of Narnia, Lion Witch Wardrobe.
Chronicles of Narnia. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe was the first
Yeah.
one.
it's always nice to see
That's why I said franchise.
the glimmer in a
Yeah, that's what I was
child's eye.
wanting to make sure
Exactly.
Lion Witch in the Wardrobe was not the franchise. It
All
was
right.
the
here's
first.
the next question.
Of the
All right,
Chronicles
next
of Narnia.
category
Yeah.
from the world of comedies. Ha 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 ha. And your question: who plays the role of Chaka King?
Yes.
The director of the Blunt Man and Chronic film in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh,
Yes, you know this.
yes.
Big round of applause. for RP3.
That's right. Robert Butler III.
You got 2 more
Yeah.
GTVs.
Shaka Luther King.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm
4,
questioning everything now.
2,
White man. I'm not white.
1. Pens down. Put pens down and
That's already wrong, I can tell you.
pens down.
Yeah.
And we got Rachel.
Chris Rock.
Yes. Drew. Yes.
Chris Rock.
And Devon.
I went Ben Affleck this time.
Incorrect. And Drew Queenie.
Chris Rock.
Okay, so there we go. The
Chris
family's
Rock.
taking their lead back. Devon missed. Well,
What'd
Rachel,
you get?
Silverstrini
Nope,
playing
not
lights
Chris
out
Rock.
right now. And
Nope.
Next question. Number.
No, Queenie's playing how he always plays. Thank you.
I said he is.
Talking about him.
Horror
This
slash
guy's sitting on a bed of nails, isn't he?
But my back hurts. All right, and I'm pissed.
horror thriller. Horror thriller. Adapted from a Stephen King novel. What film takes place in the fictional town of Derry, Maine?
Well,
How many drugs do you think have been
which
ingested by
Stephen King movie doesn't take place in Derry, Maine, other than
Yeah.
Shawshank and
Share 'em with
a couple others?
Winnie looks like a clean cat to me.
He's
5,
got his
And a
zero.
lot of other
That's
ones.
true. 3,
I mean,
2, 1. Pens down.
I guess
Drew,
we mean the
got it.
main one.
Pen down.
I was trying to fake it so that he thought I was writing more. It's it.
That's correct. Devon.
I was trying to fake him out because I was actually suspenseful.
Yes, Queenie and Rachel.
It.
Okay.
Would be
so
it.
12-11.
It.
This is a tight game
Inky
here.
the Brain
And it's
has
sequel.
a
It.
chance to possibly take the lead depending on what
That's so
happens with our
stupid.
last question in round number 1. And that
Ask
is
a
a
question about a
Patreon
black woman.
question. And this Patreon question comes to us from Andy Schick. How about a hand for Andy?
Andy.
Loving the
Good
radio.
job,
Thanks
Mr.
for
Schick.
supporting the show, Andy. If you want to have your name read on a future episode of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, check out the Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. Andy Schick wanted this category to be new releases. Right. New releases. And the question from Mr. Schick is, in Fighting with My Family,
Ooh.
what actor, often seen in comedic roles, plays WWE trainer
Oh,
Hutch Morgan, who is in
yep,
charge
got
of
it.
selecting candidates?
Oh, what's his name?
I
Yes.
saw it with you,
Oh, you did. Oh, that's true.
literally sitting next to you.
That's actually true.
And every 3 seconds, oh, this is real. This actually happened.
Never won.
Oh,
Mark, that's Vince
I just
McMahon.
watched it the other day
Not even
too.
in the movie.
Completely
3,
like blanked on his name.
2, 1. Pens down.
Good movie.
please, And Devon.
The Rock.
Incorrect. It's Drew McQueen.
Would that be Nick Frost?
Incorrect. Rachel.
I can't pull his name, but he's Mr. Chicago.
Incorrect.
Wow.
Drew.
John Cena.
No,
Wow.
Nobody got
Vince
it.
Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn. Vince
They are
Vaughn.
not so money.
Didn't
here,
watch that
Chris.
movie. It's on iTunes.
Wow. I'm shocked. Is it in the trailer?
7
You
to
know what that
6.
means?
Not seen the
We
movie.
did better than the two of them.
Did not. Who was it? Who was the answer? Who was
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Okay, so here's the round number 2. Now
Nice.
12-11. The family going into round number 2 with a 1-point lead.
And I think even the biggest Inky and the Brain supporters might be a little surprised they're hanging with the family this well as we go into the wheel round. As we know, Christian, anything can happen in round number 2 because the Wheel of Fate, Doom, and Justice emerges from behind the curtain. You'll see the fan favorite opponent's choice and what every competitor hopes to get spinner's choice along with 10 other movie trivia categories. 2 of those slices, and as a matter of fact, the entire wheel are sponsored by a Schmoedown patron, John Layton.
Wow.
How about a hand for John?
Thank you,
John
Mr. Layton.
Sponsoring the entire wheel.
Good job,
the 2
John.
slices that John Layton wanted to highlight are Kurt Russell and Kate Winslet. So those 2 slices are on the wheel, along with 8 other different slices that are in different.
And the Inky and the Brain has used 1 JTE. The family has not used any yet. So the family is in the lead, so they will get a chance to either go first or second. Guys, what would you like to do?
They're going to spin.
They're going to go spin
We like
first.
to play from behind.
All right, so let's go Rachel and Devon. Who's going to go? Rachel, please go from the wheel,
Will Smith's
not the
not on there,
pegs.
so I don't need to do it.
Wheel,
Nope.
not the pegs.
Will Rachel spin from the wheel? Looks like she's got it.
She's got it. That's a good spin.
That's a great spin.
You
That
know,
is a great
they're
spin.
looking for Disney movies.
Look at how much fun they're
Yeah,
having.
they're looking for
Christian.
Disney movies. Oh, they're looking for it, and they hit Kurt Russell.
Russell.
He's going to go spin away from it.
Spinning away from one of the greatest American
confident.
treasures of all time.
Gonna spin
That's
away
not going to win them any
I would love for
favors.
them to hit their
Right
strengths,
at the
actually.
opponent's
That'd be awesome.
choice.
Comedy or Kate
It
Winslet.
looks like Kevin Smith.
Ooh.
movies.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That's one of their
Speaking of
strengths.
strengths,
Rumor has it that is one of their strengths. So here we go. In the world of
That'll be
Kevin
good, then.
Smith movies, and we start your first of 6 questions with one of Kevin Smith's best.
Chris Rock.
In Jersey Girl, the family decides to do a song from Sweeney Todd for the talent show, while everyone else does a song from what musical?
oh
Cats.
yes,
You know it, 2
they all
points.
do.
That's actually
memory.
The Cats is what I was thinking,
Off to a hot
actually.
start
Yeah.
in round number
She just
2.
said it quicker than I did.
Your next question: what actor plays an eccentric detective named Guy Lapointe
Uh,
in Tusk
that's
and Yoga Hosers?
Johnny Depp.
Damn it, Chris.
Johnny Depp was in Yoga Hosers?
5,
Mm-hmm.
4,
So was his daughter.
3,
Repeat
2.
the question.
Second one.
Which actor plays an eccentric detective named Guy Lapointe in Tusk and Yoga Hosers?
Johnny Depp.
Wow,
Give him
she
2
did
points.
good. What a
Yep, yep,
great,
yep.
what a great way to play the game. They're very impressive by Silverstrini there. She took her time, used the JT rule, and got the questions.
And now we move to your third question of 6 in round number 2. What actor has a cameo as a hippie named Brent, who Jay throws out of
Stifler.
a van in Jay
Sean
William
Silent
Scott.
Bob Strike Back?
I hate the fact that he only gets referred to as Stifler, and I hate the fact that I contribute to that. But
They're staring
I mean, that is a great character.
We are the Cinefanatics.
5, 4, 3.
Sean William Scott.
Yep.
That's another 2 points, Christian.
Wow,
and
look at Rachel Silverstrini coming to play ball right now.
all of a sudden,
I
we're
just
the
want to know,
halfway
I
point of
actually
Inky
did
the
help with that one.
Brains.
So,
Round number
back
2.
up off me.
You got to think the family shaking in
He
their
called
boots
him
a little
Stifler
bit.
also.
Next question. What type of food does Veronica bring
Lasagna.
to Dante for lunch in Clerks?
Lasagna.
Wow.
Not all good women bring you lasagna for lunch. Most of them just cheat on you.
That's right.
That's dark.
That's
All right. Your next
Clerks.
question in the world of Kevin Smith movies.
Black
This
and
question is
white.
For Rachel, but Devon is also there.
I'm here to keep the hair out of face. There you go, here.
In which film is Silent Bob asked for advice and he responds with, I got,
I got nothing. Oh man, what is it?
It's like because after he usually goes on his tirades in each movie.
Yeah.
5.
Multiple choice.
Oh.
Is it A, Mallrats?
No.
No.
B, Dogma?
No.
C, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Or D, Clerks 2?
I think
Clerks
it's
too.
I think it's Dogma. What does he say in Dumb? I'm trying to remember what he says in each movie.
5,
I want to go with Clerks 2.
3.
Clerks 2.
Give him a point.
Yeah.
Because
Give him
I
a
feel like
point.
he
It is
saved
now
that joke for a
20 to
later
12
movie.
in the brain,
Yeah.
And they have one more question.
Just so it would be
The Wild,
funnier.
Wacky, Wonderful World of Kevin Smith movies. Your final question for 2 points and possibly a 10-point lead. Who plays the demon Azrael?
Oh. Jason Lee.
Dogma.
Yeah.
Jason Lee.
That is 2 more points, and what an impressive round number 2 by Inky and the Brain.
That is-
Christian, they're in double.
That's very
digit
impressive for
lead
Inky and the Brain right
territory
now.
Over Drew McQueenie and Drew Ghai.
Now it just depends on what the family
You know that
gets.
Drew's looking. Drew
If
has
family
that
gets a
matchup,
strength-
if he hits 80s. If he
Or,
hits 80s.
I mean, if they get an opponent's choice, ooh,
Yeah, it's over.
Confident spin.
not necessarily.
Well, Drew is
Drew
pretty.
McQueenie's still on that team.
Drew is pretty versatile on these.
Champion.
But he might have just spun
Oh,
himself
he
into
might have done
opponent's
it.
choice
Or
or
not.
80s.
Oh, comedy.
Comedy.
Comedy. The 80s is what
I'll
he's
spin
looking
that one again.
Comedy
Just
could be
stick with
good
it.
or it
for.
could be
Going for
bad.
comedy, so it could be vague.
Ooh.
Look at Inky and the Brain. They've done their work for round number
All right.
2. Now they're just kicking back.
Thing is, I think
relaxing,
comedies might be good for
Here we
Inky
go.
and the
Here we
Brain
go.
also.
Here's
What if they
comedy.
steal some?
6
Yeah.
questions. We're going to the audience. Shh. Question.
Sorry. We'll keep it
Who
down.
is the star of the spoof movies Love at First Bite and Zorro the Gay Blade?
George Hamilton.
That's correct for 2 points. Okay.
Hell of
What
a
question was that?
In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what is the name
Abe
of the Sausage
Froman.
Abe
King of
Froman,
Chicago?
the Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah.
2 more points. That's correct.
Abe Froman.
Okay. Question 3.
Snooty, snotty.
Which actress played pitcher Kit Keller? in the League of
Lori
Their Own?
Petty.
Go ahead.
5, 4.
That would be Lori Petty.
That's correct for 2 points.
And
Also,
just
Tank
like
Girl.
that,
Ooh.
it's only a 4-point game in the family.
Pretty good game right now.
Logistical chance to take the lead going into round 3.
I just want to make sure it was.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
All right, there we go. Here's question number 5 or 4? 4, sorry. What former James Bond actor played Happy Gilmore's former boss, Mr. Larson?
That was Jaws. He played Jaws. What was his name? Richard Keel. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Richard Keel?
That's correct.
Yes.
There you go.
Deep
That's a
cut,
pull right
Happy
there.
Gilmore.
2 more questions. 2 more questions. What 90s film?
Love you, Rox.
What 90s film?
Ooh.
What 90s film has Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau pose as dance hosts in order to get an all expenses paid cruise?
I don't remember.
Out to sea.
2 more points.
Oh.
Not quite
Tied
the
up.
grumpier old men.
I was
level
thinking
comedy,
grumpy or
but they still
grumpier old
got it.
men, but
Last
Yeah.
question.
That.
Last question here.
that's an odd couple right there.
Which Python plays King Arthur
Uh,
in Monty Python and the
Graham.
Holy Grail?
That would be my man, Graham Chapman.
2
Yep.
more points. Perfect.
Wow.
Chapman, an all-time great. Monty
Wow.
Python, all-time greats in the
Wow.
family, showing themselves as 2 all-time
Wow.
greats in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Jeez.
A lot of people would have been intimidated, staring up at a 10-point deficit. Not the family. Now they're up by 2 going into round 3.
They kept it going. Yeah, but you're exactly right. That just shows what a former champion
So
does. He
impressive.
gets up there, he spins the wheel, sticks with comedy, says, "Let's do it." and
Any of those went?
forward.
Did they
That's
go
what a
to
former
multiple
champion
choice
does,
on
and
any of
then
those?
Andrew Ghai
Not the
takes a
family.
nice long
Yeah.
pull from his whiskey.
All right, so now we get into round number 3, and with a 2-point lead, Mark, how does it go?
In round number 2-point lead, thanks to Drew's know-how and Drew's drinking. Which 3 numbers would you like to have
Nice.
from 1 to 20?
You know, I've done a lot in this league. I still haven't earned a damn ounce of your respect, and I'm sick of it.
What makes
7, 11, and 13.
7, 11, and 13. I've been
All
working.
odds, Christian.
I've been working with him for 10 years, and I still don't have it, so don't worry about it. Inky and the Brain,
4, 12, and 16.
4, 12, and 16.
I almost feel like Andrew Guy had to take that drink just to hide the smile and laughing.
Yeah.
And they start with
Touche,
category
Christian.
Number 4.
Touche.
Category number 4. That's Kate Blanchett. Who's taking Kate Blanchett?
Thor Ragnarok.
Best questions ever.
Because she thinks that he's not going to get it right.
Ocean's 8.
She's a better player, so
I'm doing all recent
why she's having him take
Kate
it
Blanchett
seriously.
movies.
He doesn't want to take it
Whatever
seriously.
happened to
Your
Bernadette,
guys' future in movie trivia.
or whatever
Schmoedown
that one's
sounds
called,
pretty good. So
where
who's
she
taking it?
disappears? Carmen Sandiego?
Aviator.
Who's taking it?
I'll take it.
You're going to take it. All right, here we go.
I'll
All
take
right,
it.
Here we go. All right,
You're welcome at home.
question 2. Or question 1, excuse me. For the 2-pointer. What is the name of... Sorry. Kate Blanchett starred as the witch, Florence Zimmerman, opposite Jack Black in this
House of the Clock on its Walls?
Yes.
film. Five,
Was,
4,
What is he
We
doing?
can't do multiple choice in this one.
3,
How many times you played the
All
game?
right,
1. Incorrect. Incorrect.
The one where he goes and he's like giant. Gulliver's Island? Gulliver's Travels?
Not even close. They're
Okay.
looking for the house with the clock in its walls.
Oh,
Dude, he
man,
got
I
that
didn't
from
see
you.
that. I didn't know it either.
Not even
Now we
close.
get-
Not even
Now we
close.
get the three-pointer.
I know when you're bluffing.
The three-pointer is.
Yeah, I'm sure
number
Christian
12.
pulls all sorts
That's
of
Rachel.
things from me.
Tarantino.
Hope this plan worked out.
Here we go. Tarantino. Okay. Here we go.
I love Tarantino.
Okay.
Mm.
What is the first and last name of Sam Jackson's character in Quentin Tarantino's
Jules.
Pulp Fiction?
Vern.
No. First and last name, Jules.
What is his last
Vincent
name?
and Jules.
5, 4,
I know it.
3, 2,
Smith.
1.
No.
Looking for-
Julius Caesar, actually.
Actually, no, it's Jules Winfield.
That's it.
Jules Winfield. Jules Winfield is the next. All right, so here.
How'd
this
she
is where
go
we are now.
Smith?
Inky and the Brain needs to hit their 5.
Oh, no.
If they hit their 5, it bounces back to the family.
Jules Smith.
But if they miss, the family will win by
Agent
TKO. This
Jules
is the position
Smith.
they were in against the movie guys as well, though.
Great,
So
Christian. This is where a fate will be sealed. Will Inky and the Brain be remembered as just a fun lark that pushed the family in round number 2, or will they actually be able to upset one of the biggest team matches of all time?
spy movies. Spy movies. Here you go. Spy movies.
Ooh.
In Mission Impossible Fallout, who plays Julia's second husband, whom is working with her at the medical camp at the end of the film?
Oh, who was that?
Seem to know the face, but I can't get the name.
5,
I'll say like Justin Thoreau or something.
3, 2, last one. In Mission Impossible Fallout, who plays Julia's second husband, whom is working with her?
Oh,
at the
I'm gonna
medical
feel
camp
stupid.
At the end of the film.
I can see him, but not his face.
That's all they have.
I'm not going to feel stupid because I've
4,
still missed this one.
3,
5-0.
2, and your winner by way of technical knockout, Drew McQueenie, Drew Ghai.
Dang.
Jeez.
The answer was Wes Bentley.
Wes Bentley.
Wes
Oh,
Bentley.
okay, yeah.
So kind of like Justin Thoreau.
Beauty wins it.
Sort of.
I'll be honest, I don't expect Wes Bentley to be in anything. I mean,
So Robert
Ghost
Martin, I'm
Rider.
very happy to greet his
Exactly.
table. Drew's still limping, but you got to figure he got a little bit of confidence back. Drew McQueenie never lacking for it. Andrew Ghai may be back to where he was.
oh,
Well, Inky and the Brain have nothing to hang their
And Jonah
hat on. It was
Hex.
a great match.
Very entertaining,
Oh,
too.
it was super
Fun team to
entertaining.
watch.
supporting my comment.
Rachel really wiped up with that.
Could have gone
Kevin Smith
American
category,
Beauty, but
just that they had the
Hunger
three-
Games.
Those 3 questions in round
Was he
number
in that?
3, just did them in. And
First
with
one.
That, the family
I
finds
was
themselves
being
at
facetious
2-0,
on that.
2-0, and
again,
we're gonna see
supporting
what's
my
gonna happen.
comment.
Mark, it's just gonna be a very interesting
Hunger Games was
post
good.
interview here with Jen Sturgeon.
It's going to get loud. You're going to need multiple microphones.
remember him in
Jen,
that?
Best of luck.
I do.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with
What's up,
Inky
Jen
and the
Sturger?
Brain. Guys, oh, we all wanted that to go differently out there, and you guys
If Guy
were
calls her
so
Jessica,
close
take a
to
drink.
knocking off the family.
That was on me.
I was gonna do that anyways.
I'm just saying.
That was on me.
Intentionally and specifically.
That was my call. The Cape Blanchett was. I was like, it's a 2-pointer. It's gonna be a softball. You'll be fine. And then
Is that what happened?
that's exactly
Because
what
Guy
happened.
was doing his fake play-by-play,
and I was like, shut up! Get out of my head! Stop being my conscience.
but he does have that ability
He
when he's
does.
out there to get in people's heads. Did he mess with you guys the whole time you were out there, or do you feel like you had it pretty under control till that third
We
round?
were good. His intimidation factor is a lot weaker than he lets on, but
Noise
it's just-
canceling headphones help.
Yeah, for the most part. But like, oh man, when it comes to these questions about like these white women, I be missing them. Like I be missing them. You should have known that. Who got the Rihanna question?
You did.
Okay, you give me those, and then Tarantino. That's one of my favorite directors.
I know.
Give him some Stella's got your group back. You guys could
You
have had
know,
a different
girl,
match.
I would have had it.
We're in. Stella's got it.
Oh, man.
We need to get our groove back.
So yeah, you do need to get your groove back. But you know, besides that, the crowd absolutely loves you guys. In case you can't tell, I don't
Groove
think
isn't
they
that
get
far
the
gone. They played a
best-
really good game.
Y'all
Yeah.
really are. Y'all
I don't
cool
think
as hell.
that people saw this as like a perfect pairing, but it seems like you guys just have such complementary knowledge and personalities.
Yeah.
Like you just seem so much happier in this space.
Girl, you stop.
And
Yeah,
and
it
like
would
I
have
said,
gone
I feel
differently
like
if
you
their
guys
2 and 3
complement
pointers
each
got
other
switched.
so well when it comes to knowledge. I'm just trying to figure out who out there would be a good match for you guys. You know what? It could be a lot of fun. I don't know how great of a match it'll be. You'll definitely win, probably, the Wild Berries.
I'm in.
Oh.
I'm
I
in.
feel
Everyone
like
wants to play the Wild
on
Berries.
any given day,
That's because it's a fun
depending
game.
on what
Yeah,
version
it
of
is.
the berries show up, that can be an actual match.
I wanna play
but
the
it will
Wild Berries.
always be entertaining.
But we want wild berries. We don't want the mild
I
berries.
just want to hang out with Josh
Wild
Pacuga.
berries.
We're not wanting to go to a
Can do
Dave
berry.
Matthews Band concert. We want the wild berries.
No yacht rock for you guys.
No. But I think I did face them as a Kingsman one time.
I think so.
I think so. When we were green.
But you're a new.
Oh, yeah, I mean the other guy. The other
you
guy.
are. But you are a new man. You are.
Oh, I'm a completely different person. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, completely different person.
But anyways, sorry today didn't work out for you
New
guys.
accent.
But like I said, you're crowd favorites out here.
He's
we
from
can't wait to see who wins
America!
next.
That's right. That's too. And all of our matches are close, so it's
Yeah.
only a matter of time.
It's gonna happen. And I'm back with the family. Congratulations, guys. That was a really well played match.
Hey, wait, Jessica. These
Wasn't
are
Guy.
the family. And let me just point out that who comes back
He
from
said
a
it twice.
12-point deficit? These guys, boom, like
yeah.
Thanos snap, they took this game. These are the #1 contenders in this league. They're going all the way.
I mean, I was kind of impressed you guys actually stuck with comedies because we've seen that can be a pretty broad category out there. Was there any reservation at all?
Oh, I mean, come on. We're the family, all right? We know everything. There's nothing to be scared about. There's no category we fear. I mean, Godfather?
No, they covered a lot of ground this time. 70s, 90s, 2000s. I like that.
So I guess the obvious question is now, who's next? You know, there's a lot of competitors out there that would be worthy opponents of you guys. Were there any that have been catching your eye?
All right, first of all, no one is worthy. There's just always someone next. That's all that it is.
Founding fathers?
I joined the family for one reason. I want my belt back. And the path to that so far, you know, we've won a couple of matches. You're seeing what we can do. I want a real competitor. I got long-standing beef with JT. Everybody thinks he and Lon are this amazing new team. I know the weakness on any team with JTE on it.
Yes,
So please,
JTE is the weakness of any team with JTE on it.
please give us them. I want them next.
All right, we'll see what we can work out. Before I let you guys go, I do.
Evil geniuses?
Andrew, I do have to ask you about
No.
Houston.
If this is about Houston, I don't want to talk about it. Oh.
Hi. Sorry, Jesse. I just want to say you guys did an
yeah.
amazing job.
Counts.
Drew, I'm really impressed by your performance out there today, and I'm really proud of you
I'm
guys.
out of stuff to drink.
You
Yeah.
beat
I was
a
gonna
really
do that
tough
anyways.
team, and great job.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Rox. So good to see you.
It's really good to see you too, and I'm glad you listened.
Woo!
Good job, guys. Good
you
job,
around.
Drew.
Thanks.
Bye.
Rough.
Roxy and I.
That was your ex-best friend's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, we're very, very close. That's all I have to say. So, JTE and Lon, we'll see you soon. Family out.
Thanks, Jessica. Well, there's a lot of confusing stuff going on. Let's talk about the main thing that happened inside
take a shot
that
later.
interview. With they're 2-0 and they call out the evil geniuses. They want JTE and Lon. But what about Roxy Schreier walking in there saying congratulations to Andrew Ghai and just kind of walking in, walking out? What's going on with those two?
Yeah, it was very odd to see because we've seen the recent events at live settings in like Chicago and Houston, and so now when you pair that with her, it wasn't a crash of a post-game interview, but it was very interesting to see her walk in and add a new dynamic into what we're going to see with the family.
She's just throwing salt on Ben Bateman.
New form of
She
physicality.
can get, and it's just becoming pretty
She didn't
clear
slap
here.
anyone.
Seeing this tease, and she walks in there, congratulates him. It's bizarre at the very least.
At least this was a metaphorical slap in the
bizarre.
face.
But Inky and the Brain, they are also trying.
okay.
I think Jen said it as much in the interview too. That they keep
Interactive.
winning the hearts of the crowd and of the audience. And I don't
Interactive
think
Schmoedowns, the wave of the future, Jack.
The party would be fun. fun. I think a match with the Wildberries could be fun. I think that they could have a lot of fun matches in their.
We talk
I
in
think
movie
Inky and the
quotes.
Brain is one of these teams. It's a little contingent on what they spin in round number 2, but if they get that right category, anything is possible. And just as somebody who likes to be entertained when we call these matches, Inky and the Brain, one of my new favorite squads.
All right, so that's it. The family takes the win. Maybe not as easy as some of you thought, because that was a really, really impressive round 2 there by Inky and the Brain. Almost did it, couldn't pull it off. The family finds himself at 2-0, and Drew McQueenie, Drew Ghai, the family riding strong here. Who will they play next? It's a big, big question. For you guys, go on over to the Patreon. We have all these updated tiers right now that have really been something. There's ways to get these shirts that we have at the live events now. There's updated tiers that Emma Fife and yourself have announced. The way that there's like these new, there's a platinum. There's all these different. There's a lot of different ways. Go to the Schmoedown Patreon, browse around, see what is right for you. And thank you all for joining us here today.
And if you were going to be in the San Diego area during Comic-Con, we got a big movie trivia Schmoedown event Saturday. You can get tickets right now at the SchmoedownLive.com.
I just love that poster.
I'll be doing some stand-up at American Comedy Company Thursday. Who's going to pop in? I don't know. You should probably come to the shows to figure it out. MarkEllisLive.com for those tickets. Christian, been working together for 10 years, and you almost have earned my respect. You're this close, my man.
Who needs it? All right, so with that, thank you guys.
Wow.
Make sure you download us here on the Himalaya, whether it's Apple Podcasts, wherever it is. Listen to the shows. They're really fun to listen to audio, especially Ken Knapsack.
I hope our
shows,
banter
Inside
gets like
Schmoedown.
that
I listen
someday.
to that a lot myself on audio. It's a
Who
lot of
needs
fun,
it?
as well as the Schmoedown.
Good job.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
So no post credit scene. This is not produced by Marvel.
No. I mean, you think you get enough there with Roxy coming in and sneaking a little peck on the cheek on Andrew Ghai. The heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot closer of a match. You know, I say that, and as the words are coming out of my mouth, I feel like you're not giving Rachel and Devon enough credit at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are warming up very well together as a team. This match proved it. I think it does help that they spin their strength, or at least Rachel's strength, in Kevin Smith, because that was an impressive run in round 2. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing where they go forward, because that was a pretty good showing. Did not actually expect them to be putting up that hard of a fight against them.
So what I like about this, and I'm going to pick apart, I guess, a little bit of it, is we understand that there are teams that are in it to win it type of teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the teams that are in there, they just want to have fun. Wildberries, they just want to have fun.
I think Makuga's even been on record saying, I don't really care if I ever get a belt. I
They
just want
don't.
to play
They
and
don't
have fun."
seem to be on any kind of a trajectory towards getting a belt. They just want to play and have fun.
Yeah.
Which is great. But then you've got a couple of these in here, like you've got the family, and now we've got Inky and the Brain. And I would have said before, like the Kingsmen, I don't know if I would have thought of the Kingsmen as a team that is heading towards a belt.
Not necessarily. I think they would have been more of a having fun team also.
Yeah, but now they seem to be a team that is striving to want to get somewhere.
At least Devon with Rachel now is striving to get somewhere.
They end a match and then they're saying who's the next person they want to take on. The family ends a match and says who's the next person they want to take on.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to climb this ladder of contenders.
Well, that's the thing. Like, so I mean, the ladder of contenders going. You're looking at the family. Who do I want the family to face going forward? I mean, Evil Geniuses is a great next pick. I do eventually want to see them take on Founding Fathers. I want to see them take on Corruption. I want to see them take on Shire Wolves, Odd Couple, whoever's not the title holder at that time, and eventually a real actual match with who's the boss instead of this. I'm with my teammate and you're with Dagnino.
Which teammate? Oh, another teammate pops up. Woo!
Yeah. A real
which was good for story wise, but
I think a good fight between who's the boss and the family will be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't heard or it hasn't been announced that Founding Fathers will be playing the family at Collision, because I think that would be the good match, especially given the storyline that was developed and created in Houston.
Yeah, well, I mean, it also does make sense in the fact that Founding Fathers are on a different path right now that Family hasn't quite caught up yet. Founding Fathers are taking on Corruption, and then they're going for a title.
Yeah.
Or they could just skip Corruption and go for a title. Dan has that power right now.
Yeah.
So, I think their paths will cross eventually. It's just not right at this moment.
And I forgot that Dan has that ability in his pocket. I'm willing to bet we're probably going to see the Odd Couple and Shirewolves rematch at Collision, and then as soon as that's done, I wouldn't be surprised if Dan pulls that belt out of his pocket, that choice, and immediately challenges whoever wins that match for the belt.
I mean, it could happen. I know he was waiting to see where the tournament was going to go, or where the title matches were going to go for that. So, I mean, obviously he doesn't need to play for the singles belt. He's got it right now. So,
yeah.
Is he going to use it on the teams immediately during Collision or right after Collision?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or is he going to try to use it to just jump straight into Inner Geekdom? Because I think there's been talk that he's been wanting to do that too.
So the question there lies, do you think Dan is good enough at Inner Geekdom to do something? Granted,
I think he's got a good sparring partner, if anything.
He's got some help in his corner, given the fact that that Mara just blew through the whole thing, and
she may not be willing to jump back in, but she's at least there behind him on his court.
Man, we could be sitting here debating like all this stuff all day long, but we've got to end this video because that was just a good match and life has to move on. We got other stuff to do. So what did you think of that match? Let us know down below, words. And what did you think of this reaction? Also let us know down below as well. We'd like to talk about that.
Also as well.
Oh, I do say that a lot, don't I? Go over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel. Make sure you like and comment. That helps them out immensely. Even if you don't think it does, it's definitely something they would like to see. And also make sure you subscribe to them, which I'm pretty sure you do because you're coming over and watching a reaction. But if you haven't, go do that and then come back in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just getting words kind of jumbled up a little bit. But what did you think of this reaction? Let us know down below. Comment, like I said before. Also, like if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, you can hit dislike. It's okay.
Like if you understand anything that's coming out of his mouth right now.
Is that not making sense?
Anyway, there's a subscribe button up there.
Yes, there is.
And there's some more videos over there.
They usually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as always,
we gotta go.
Yeah, tired. Later.
See ya.
Anything else we want to say?
I don't think you need to say a darn thing more.